So, Reddit is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, web forums in the world right now. You can literally talk about any topic, ranging from media to politics to video games and to creepy stories to share with others online. However, some people have a different idea of what they want to share online under an anonymous profile. So, today I'm gonna be counting down a list of the top 5 subreddits that were banned for obvious reasons. Just a quick heads up, some of these titles are a little bit vulgar. So just a fair warning really quick before I go in. So the first one it's up on the list is called r/beating women. On June 9th, 2014, a subreddit entitled r/beating women was closed by Reddit. The subreddit featured graphic images of violence against women. The subreddit was banned soon after its moderators were found to be sharing the subreddit users' personal information online, and they were even planning to protect each other from getting banned from the website. However, even though the subreddit got banned, that wasn't the end of it, because the creators tried to rebuild it under a new name, r/beating women 2. You think that the creators would rebuild it with a different name, so they wouldn't get caught again. But of course, r/beating women 2 was quickly found and they did get banned. Plus, the moderators of the subreddit got banned from Reddit in general. Now, I couldn't find any of the original posts or anything like that. I even tried to use Wayback Machine, and I just couldn't find any of the posts or anything that was posted on that forum. Which probably a good thing, because I'm assuming that it was very bad pictures. What I did find was another subreddit entitled r/pushpass denied. Now, people are actually claiming that this is an exact carbon clone of r/beating women. I haven't looked too deep into the subreddit, but so far I didn't see anything too harsh. But I also couldn't find any of the previous posts, like I mentioned, from r/beating women. So I really don't have much to compare this one with. But right now I'm assuming that the original r/beating women had some very graphic images on it. But r/ppd seems mostly like people celebrating women getting karma and stuff that I guess was coming to them. I'm not sure, but I didn't see anything as bad as what may have been on the original r/beating women. In late September 2019, there was a subreddit banned by the name of r/braincells. Now, the reason the subreddit was banned wasn't so different from the last one. Actually, the subreddit's leader decided to ban individuals that were advocating for murder and other things like that. It was also for the reason of posting content that harasses or bullies one another. One of the mods were even notified of the ban before it actually took place, just so they knew not to create it under any different name, but of course, that never stops anyone. They couldn't get away with creating a new subreddit because I guess they kept getting caught. So they end up making their own websites called incel.co and incels.net. Now, I couldn't find anything about incels.net on the wiki, but I did find some information about incel.co. Apparently, its posts are impersonal, fast, jokey, and even sometimes sociopathic, kind of like 4chan. One thing worth mentioning is that the main reason it was banned, supposedly, was because just a little under a week after it was banned, the new Joker film was released, and the FBI actually warned of incel shootings possibly happening in the movie theaters that will show the new Joker movie. This was of course because of the shooting that took place in Colorado in 2012 when The Dark Knight Rises was released. Not too long after the shooting in New Zealand, Reddit banned a subreddit known as r/watchpeopledie. Of course, the title is self-explanatory, but it was dedicated to uploading videos and pictures that depicted real-life deaths. Now, of course, some of the media on the subreddit included the New Zealand shooting. The subreddit r/gore was also removed a bit before this, on the 5th of March in 2019. And obviously, they were both banned for disturbing reasons, but mainly because this could be seen as encouraging violence and glorifying this type of behavior. And I can definitely see that happening. r/WPD Talk, which stands for Watching People Die Talk, was basically a subreddit for discussions on what went on r/WatchPeopleDie subreddit. And of course, that was also taken down. And I can also see why that one was taken down as well. Now, the moderators of this subreddit ended up making their own website called watchpeopledie.co, which is still online to this day. So, one thing I don't understand is why people would go on a subreddit and post this kind of stuff when there was a website at the time called LiveLeak that openly wants you to post this kind of stuff on their website, and you can even talk about it together in the comments. So, clearly, Reddit just isn't the place for this type of content. And that was one of the reasons that made it obvious as to why this made the list. r/fighting Boston bombers was a subreddit dedicated to finding and identifying the suspects of the Boston bombing. A lot of times, random people on the internet can do a lot of good when they work together and come out victorious with some justice served. However, this one didn't go down like that. Of course, the right intentions were there. However, while trying to find and convict the suspects that planned and followed through with the bombing, members of the subreddit r/fighting Boston bombers had unfortunately wrongly identified a number of people as suspects. This included a 22 years old Brown University student. Now, a body was found that was reported to be the missing student and was actually misidentified as the Boston bomber suspect who had been missing a month beforehand. The body was found in the Providence River in Rhode Island on 25th of April in 2013, not too long after the Boston bombing. The cause of death was ruled to be a suicide, and the subreddit was later made private. The family of the missing student was immediately harassed by people in the subreddit, and the founder of the subreddit said he stayed up all night deleting threads after he realized what a mistake he had made. He also stated that Reddit should never ever be used as a source unless there is actually some proof there. Lastly, a subreddit by the name of r/creepshots drew a lot of controversy in the press for the reason being that this subreddit was dedicating to hosted images of sexualized women with absolutely no permission from them. So it was photographs taken in public of women and they had no idea that it was even happening, hence the name Creepshots. A user known as Violent Actress was made a moderator of the subreddit. That was when an American blog writer from the New York known as Adrian Chen was actually planning on exposing this Violent Anchor's real identity. The user, Violent Anchor, didn't just moderate this one subreddit, he actually created and moderated dozens more. Well, Violent Anchoress soon was notified of this and his account was deleted. The moderators have defended their decision to delete the posts on the basis that the impending report were boxing, which basically means exposing the identity of a person without their permission. Chen decided to inform Violent Anchoress personally about his plan to expose his identity. Violent Anchoress pleaded with Chen not to publish her identity as it would impact his job, finances, and even said that his wife was disabled and that he had a mortgage to pay. He also explained that he was worried he had been falsely labeled as a child pornographer. Despite his pleas, Chen did insist on publishing the identity of Michael Anchoress, also known as Michael Brass. His full identity actually ended up being exposed by Gawker, another New York-based blog website. Michael, aka Violent Anchor, was eventually fired from his job following the expose less than 24 hours after the article was posted. If you remember, just a little bit ago I said Michael did moderate and create more than this one subreddit. Some of the other ones he moderated and created were called r/rapebait, r/incest, r/pics of dead kids, r/jailbreak, and r/chokebeats. Someone like him definitely deserves a little bit more than just termination from his employment, which definitely makes this ending a little bit more satisfying, knowing he got fired, but this happened in 2012, so Michael is facing no charges and I doubt that he will change. Reddit is a great website to talk about anything that's trending, politics, video games, anything really. But of course, there are gonna be the dark parts of those websites, just like 4chan and Reddit, and I feel that's something we cannot change. Of course, we can keep banning them, but in my opinion, I feel like they're gonna keep popping up no matter what. I really appreciate you guys watching the video. This took me a lot more than usual to make, because I had to do a lot of research. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by leaving a like and share it with your friends. Once again, thank you for watching this video and I will see you guys in the next video.